Whoa! Hello and welcome to the next... Oh, my kid's screaming, hang on. Sorry, my son escaped and got up the stairs and opened the baby gate like Tommy Pickles, but yeah, let's crack on. So I'm loving this new little space, accidentally, that I found in the loft. I think that I might properly convert it into a proper YouTube studio, so stay tuned for that and we'll grow and go through that process together. I'll document it all and everything, but it's definitely better than the studio or small office space downstairs. So let's get on to this VHS hunt in the loft. So behind me is a bunch of boxes. There's another load of VHS somewhere hidden in here, so let's go and have a look for it. So yeah, we've got all sorts of shit in here. We've got, loads of props from films and music videos. Ergo baby. I would hang out in here, but there's just like black mold all over here. Like, I don't want to spend too long up here because obviously it's not good for you. So we're trying to figure out a way around that. There is... I've also got a bunch of Xbox 360 games up here. And also a bunch of PlayStation 1 games up here. Loads of cool stuff. Maybe we turn this into like a little loft series. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's get this tub back over there. This is cool. This is a massive poster of the film Demons that I've got, which used to live in my studio. But yeah, let's make this part of the furniture. It's relevant, isn't it? Hiya! Just in the loft. Whoa! Ticket to Arundel Castle on the 11th of April 2017. Don't remember it. Right, so here we got another tub of videos. I know there's some amazing ones in here. These are like the rest of the bulk of my main collection is here. So let's have a little look. I'll stack them up here again so you can see. So we have making of Michael Jackson's Thriller. For some reason this always comes up on Facebook Marketplace. It's just everyone's trying to get rid of them. Probably for good reason, innit? We have Vampire Circus. I'm actually not sure if this is a porn film or not, but it really looks like one. It's quite erotic, but then again, aren't vampire things anyway. So we got Vampire Circus, rated 18. Classic, Dawn of the Dead. Not a big box or anything, that's quite a generic one, but it is a director's cut, so it's one of the first films, if not the first film, that got me into the horror genre. So that's important to have. I would like to maybe own a different version of it, probably a big box, but they go for quite a lot of money, so I'm not going to be bidding mad amounts on eBay for them anytime soon. So I'm really, this is a guilty pleasure of mine. Super Mario Brothers on VHS. That's just a really cool one to have. I don't know, there's something just really chunky about it. I can't explain it. I think it's like the big chunky M. It's one of those cult classic films that didn't do well at the time, but just look at some of the stuff on the back. Like, look at this guy. So yeah, love that. Really good. Can't remember, again, these are really old. Like, I picked these up probably about 10-15 years ago, maybe longer, so I really don't know where I got them from. From Dusk Till Dawn 2, this is actually I think it's a pirate copy. This was in a bundle. I do remember this one. This was a Facebook Marketplace bundle about 10 years ago, and this was just in it. But I'm just grateful to I've never actually seen it. Again, I think I'm going to get a video player up here so I can like have one running in the background and stuff as I do more of these. So we've got another Lethal Weapon here. I think I've got about 3 copies of that. We've got The Dark Crystal. Now this is one that is just like one of those fantasy films, a little bit like Labyrinth. If I'm remembering correctly, this is worth a little bit of money, this one. Well, I might be thinking of something else, but there we go. We've got Weird Science, the original. Classic. I just love that. It's purely sexual on the front. Really cool one to have on VHS, just like, yeah, one of those classics. Right, this is exciting. I have a bunch of Goosebumps videotapes, right? These are my most cherished VHS, you know. We've got The Haunted Mask, which unfortunately I left in my ex-girlfriend's video player at our flat, so I'm never seeing that again. I would actually buy that again because it's my favourite Goosebumps episode, The Haunted Mask, or series of episodes. But we do have The Haunted Mask 2, and that is actually in the case. So yeah, it's such a shame that I left that behind. It's probably just in the rubbish or something now. Welcome to Horrorland, a really, really good one. Glad I've got that. These are like the saga ones, you know, where there's like 3 parts to them. Stay Out of the Basement, we've got. Hang on, let me just stack these up here. Got Stay Out of the Basement, which is another classic. The thing is with these, I think that this was a 2-parter as well, so there's not much content on these videos. They're about 20 minutes long without ads, maybe even like shorter than that. So yeah, I think maybe, unless there's 3 parts to Stay Out of the Basement. A Night of Terror Tower, again, that's 2 or 3 parts. So yeah, that's another really classic one I've got. Night of the Living Dummy. I think these were a charity shop find, by the way. I think that they were like 50p each, and I remember I was just like getting them all like desperately. Because you know, when you spot something you know that's quite rare or something you really like, and you just feel like as soon as you've seen it, someone else is going to come over your shoulder and go. I was like shaking. I was like, oh my god. That was about 10 years ago. Oh, Alien 3. Now, I didn't realise I had that. I've got Aliens 1 and 2 on the shelf downstairs, or Alien and Aliens. I didn't realise I had the 3rd one. Again, not the most well-regarded one, but I still like having it in the collection. So, we've got Alien 3. Total Recall. I think I've got a couple of copies of that. Yeah, classic Arnie film. Not much to say about that one. This is really cool. This was a boot fair purchase about 7 years ago. My daughter was a baby. I remember picking this up. We've got the Shadow Theatre, and that is kind of the special effects behind the scenes of these films, and that's Evil Dead 2 on the front, Harriet from Evil Dead. You can see on the back they did another couple here, but this is the one with the Evil Dead on it, and Hellraiser. Yeah, really, really cool for the collection, just like a behind the scenes version. So we've got Hellraiser and Hellraiser 3. I don't know if we're going to find Hellraiser 2 in here, but yeah, really good to have those. They're due a rewatch. I remember watching Hellraiser when I was younger, thinking it was going to be really scary, and I found it quite boring, but I mean, I watched these when I was like 14. Between the ages of 13 and I'd say 18, I just binged films, like no matter what they were, like that's when I really got into it. 2001 A Space Odyssey. See, again, I didn't realise I had this really nice cardboard edition of it. Just opens up like this. I'm really going to have to sort out this focus, hang on. Alright, I think I've taken off that face tracking autofocus now, because that was annoying me a little bit. So yeah, 2001 A Space Odyssey, that's a good one. We've got White Fang, which is like, yeah, an animated film from the 70s or 80s. Looks pretty old, it's an anime. Anime, not really something that I'm into, you know. I love Pokemon, that was good, but I wouldn't watch it now as an adult. It's something that I can dip in and out of, but I'm not a big anime manga guy. So we've got Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. I think I've got 2 copies of that. Just I pick up ones that I had as a kid as well. It's not like I'd probably never sit and watch this on VHS now, but I just like having it because it's something I used to have. We got Waterworld, which is, I've always loved Waterworld. It's one of those films that you would turn on at 2 AM in the middle of the night when you were younger, and it'd just be on TV and you'd end up watching the whole thing. But yeah, it got a lot of shit, but it's got an amazing history behind how they made this film. Loads of stuff going wrong, so loads of people getting hurt. It was it's just wild. You just watch videos about how that film's made. No Retreat, No Surrender. I have a feeling that was in a bundle. Let me know if you're... I don't obviously know who my audience is or anything yet. I assume a few people that like collecting VHSs have stumbled across this channel. Let me know in the comments if any of these are like rare or worth anything. That would be good to know. Probably not, but I've got a few goodies in here. Sometimes things just feel rare. I don't know. You're like, oh, that looks like it could be, but it could just be tat. We've got The Unnameable Returns, which looks pretty cool. I love that. Horrible, like Buffy-esque vampire design on the front. Looks pretty cool. We've got Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. So yeah, a classic one to have. I've got Bill and Ted downstairs in that pickup I got the other day, but it was in like a double pack. Let me just separate these a little bit so you can see what's going on. Dumb and Dumber big box. I am so glad that I've got this. This is really fun for me. I didn't know I had this. Like, when on earth did I pick Dumb and Dumber on big box up? It's like, that seems like something that I should know I have. You know, like one of my favourite comedy films of that era, and I've got the X-Rental big box version, if I can get it back in there. But where did I get that? It's fun going through the loft. You forget what you've got. Yeah, really good one. Independence Day, I really don't enjoy that film. I think it's really boring. That's just me. Might be someone else's favourite film. I've just never liked it. I can't sit through it. I don't think I've ever sat through the whole thing. We got Star Wars, the original. Yeah, before they slapped A New Hope on it, or Episode 4, just like it's called Star Wars. Pretty cool. Again, not the biggest Star Wars fan. Again, I didn't even mention it. I am not the biggest Star Wars fan, but I like having it in my collection, you know. RoboCop, the original, amazing film. Glad I've got that. I've got RoboCop 3 downstairs in that recent bundle I picked up. We've got The Perfect Storm. Never seen it, but I guess I must have picked that up at some point because it had a cardboard sleeve on it, which is quite cool. It might be just quite a little bit of a collectible one. I'll always pick up anything that has cardboard. What is this? The Dreamstone, the Daydream Bubble statue collection. So yeah, I have absolutely no idea what that is. Imagine if that was worth like 10 grand. It's stuff like this that is, you know, like it's just bizarre, some of the stuff. We've got Generation X, which is actually a Marvel film. So before X-Men, yeah, it's something to do with X-Men and Marvel. You can see here, it says Marvel Comics right here in the corner. I remember looking that up on eBay, and it's something like that. I think that's worth about 30 quid, maybe more, the last time I checked, because it's a big box one, again. Yeah, look, it actually says like Video Select on it, so that's a real, that's probably sat on the shelf in a video store for a while at some point. Scary Movie rental copy. I just didn't know I had this, okay? Scary Movie, big box rental copy. That's awesome. Like, I can't believe I've got this stuff. I must have picked that up a long time ago, so this is really exciting. Oh, look! Check this out. It's an actual Blockbuster X rental. Like, that is so cool. When did I get this? Just remind to please rewind. I love the fact that I've got this in this collection. I think that, thinking back, yeah, that I picked this up the same time that I picked up that special edition making of video that I showed you earlier with the Evil Dead effects. I kind of clearly remember that on the floor on a blanket, and I think that's where Generation X came from as well. So they had maybe Dumb and Dumber. So yeah, I kind of remember that now. It's a few years ago. Right, we're getting near the end now. We've got this is a good little grand finale. We've got two big box X rentals here. So we've got Double Deadly. Again, had no idea I had this. A Terrifying Deadly Deception. No idea what that is. If anyone knows, let me know. And we have Mum, which I actually did a review of as the dog on the Dog Brain Show, my other comedy channel. I did a Halloween special. It's not got many views, but I watched this film for that review, and I had a really cool time doing it. And I think that's worth about £30 to £50 as well, because again, extra into a big box. Has it got any stickers on it? No, we just got Mum there. Cool shiny sticker on it though. That's one of my prized possessions, like my prized ones. Let me just look in some of these other big boxes and see. Oh, whew, Double Deadly is not in good shape. Check that out. Yeah, bit. Don't know what happened to that one. It's also dusty, so it must have had the case open for years or something. Yeah, that's probably the worst condition video I have. Right, grand finale. Spider-Man Collector's VHS box set. Oh, actually, do you know what? Yes, I remember this. Sorry, my battery ran out. But yeah, as I was looking through this comes with a sealed copy of Amazing Fantasy. Obviously not a first edition, because this will be worth hundreds of thousands of pounds. But that is such a cool thing to have in this collection. And it comes with like a little, look at this. Like a translucent piece of kind of almost tracing paper, which just describes, yeah, it just tells you a little bit of trivia about the film. It's just like signed. That is such a cool thing to have, so I'm going to be very careful touching this. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah, look at these, completely sealed, brand new, never opened, almost storyboards. This is really interesting to look through. But what I was going to say, from what I can remember, the video wasn't in it. What was it? Oh, it's a DVD. Oh, that sucks. Like, I thought that this was a VHS copy. Okay, yeah, so that is, to top it all off, the Spider-Man DVD box set. Oh, we've got a couple of extra DVDs in here as well. We've got Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, and Frankenstein Reborn. It's not often I'll buy DVDs. I have about 10 DVDs. I've got some Blu-rays. I can do an episode on the Blu-rays that I've got. I collected all those about at the start of this year. I went on a little Blu-ray hunt. I had 0, and now I've got like 50 of them, and I did it all in the span of a couple of months because, yeah, I just really love Blu-ray. I think that they still feel new for some reason. They've been around for like 20 years, 2006, 2005 I think Blu-rays came out. They still feel new to me. It's weird. I remember going to HMV when Blu-rays came out and they were like £25 each, and the fact you can get them now for 50p, I really like that. So, oh, I've just realised I've completely blocked all my light. But anyway, thank you for watching this. Yeah, that is my full VHS collection. If you go and watch the last couple of videos, the ones that I picked up at the boot fair, the ones that I found at the side of the road, and these ones, that is my entire VHS collection as it stands today. And oh shit, one less. Oh, that's okay, it was only double deadly. How much more mangled can that get? So yeah, I'm really excited about this VHS thing, especially looking in this box. I had no idea that I had so many. It's a shame that they all have to live in the loft, because I'd love to have them all on display, but as long as we're living in a kind of smaller house, well, it's not small, it's just the standard size rooms. There's no storage to put anything, and anywhere there is storage, I need to put my like video gear and work stuff. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little look through the loft at my collection, and yeah, I'm just going to continue hunting and see, you know, it's just a fun topic to cover on this channel, and obviously I'm planning to talk more about my video production, all the music videos that I make and things like that. That's exciting too, but this kind of excites me more. So anyway, have a good Halloween everybody, if I don't put out another one before, and thanks for listening this long. If you want to see more of this, if you just like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're watching this from an account you're logged into, that would just show me that people are kind of interested in what I'm doing. And even though I'm getting like 20 to 30 views on these videos, I find it really exciting, because each view I get means someone's watching it. I don't know, I just find it quite nice, and I'm just doing this for me really, and something fun to do that's not just video production. It's like proper for me. So see you later guys, thanks very much, and see you soon.